Welcome back to Beijing, and this morning on today's China, the art of doing business here. China is fast becoming a world power, and companies around the globe are racing to grab a foothold here. But could something as simple as the wrong type of handshake sink your plans for an Asian partnership? We went behind the scenes to an American company's offices here in China to see how some ancient principles guide modern business.
My name is Doctoroff. I'm the head of JWT Advertising Agency's China operation. I've been in Asia for 14 years, 10 of them in Shanghai. There is somewhat of an art to conducting a business meeting with the Chinese. Ni hao. Number one, greet in Chinese. Believe me, it will open hearts. When you give a business card, you don't just flip it over, right? You have to actually hold it, very carefully on the corners of the card. You hand it over with respect, and then when you receive a business card, right, you also have to receive it with the same amount of respect. And again, you analyze it. You collect the business cards, and actually on the table in public, you line them up vertically with the most senior person on top going down. The tea lady is a very important part of any organization. The tea lady is somebody who serves the tea so that nobody could ever risk losing face by being asked to pour tea. Once you get to the main point, that is the time at which the boss or the lead person must stand up, right? And you should stand up in a Chinese meeting to establish your authority, right? With your confidence, using your arms, and speaking from the diaphragm. And then you say what your key objectives are and why you think you need to go where you need to go. After you've given the goals, after you've made your proposal, you can ask for their feedback. Is it okay? That may be before or after, okay, they choose to break for a while, ask you to leave the room. Again, collecting thoughts and giving an official response. Now, that official response, of course, is never going to be absolute. There will be good points, there will be bad points. And then it is left to us to sort of weigh that and say, okay, where did we really come out? Then finally, after you have escorted people to the elevator, you never just let them go to the elevator by themselves. You press the button, you wait for the elevator to come up, and you see them off. Then you go back and follow up. One of the lines that I use most is 天不怕地不怕就怕洋规则讲普通话. And what that means is there's nothing to fear in heaven and earth besides a foreigner who can speak Chinese. So again, that's on one hand saying, listen, I understand how you're feeling, I can make you laugh, we can be friendly, but don't push it too far either.
And Doctoroff, welcome. This was so educational. The part about the business card, somebody handed me their business card in just that manner carefully the other day, and I didn't know this, and I just kind of grabbed it and said thank you. So clearly there's something that I needed to do differently. What's the biggest mistake you could make when dealing with a Chinese person in a business situation?
Well, just in general, you want to make sure that you're conveying respect for Chinese people, the Chinese way of doing things, respecting their whole different worldview, because they immediately suss out whether or not you're friendly to China or not friendly to China. They want to feel safe. They want to feel like they can trust you. So if you're signaling that you're a little bit patronizing, they're not going to like that at all.
You said greet in Mandarin, but if you don't know Mandarin, does that mean you're immediately behind the eight ball in any kind of business deal?
Well, speaking Chinese is a big help because, again, it says I'm trying hard to understand, but that doesn't mean that if you don't speak Mandarin, you can't get along. I mean, you just have to find other ways of saying, hey, I want to learn about you. I want to learn about the situation.
If you're an American manager coming here dealing with a Chinese staff, are you allowed to have a friendly relationship with that staff, or is it all business?
Well, you can have a friendly relationship, but they will never be friends. You have to let them know where you're going to take them, what the vision is, and how you're going to get them there. So things are very pragmatic, but it's also rooted in trust. So it's a combination of hard and soft.
In the United States, we often talk about likability and competence going hand in hand. Here, is likability as important as the fact that they think you know what you're doing?
No, it's not as important, but charisma is very important, because with charisma, they get faith that you can guide them somewhere, you can take them somewhere.
Doctoroff. Tom, thanks very much.
My
Good
pleasure.
to see you.
Good to see you.